Okay, so my question was, are boys' phones dirtier than girls? And so I wanted to see if the stereotype that girls are cleaner than boys is true. Um, because only 73% of men wash hands and 93% of women do, which is pretty gross. That's according to the BBC. And so then I added other locations to my experiment to compare my data. And also another fun fact is that phones are dirtier than public restrooms, food bowl, pet food bowls, etc. And so my hypothesis was if I measure bacteria between boys and girls' phones, then the bacteria grown from boys would be slightly dirtier. And I swabbed around 10 of boys' phones and 10 girls. So my results were that boys are actually quite a bit dirtier than girls. 4 of the girls' phones shown in this graph were not dirty at all, but only 1 boy's phone was. And then 3 boys' phone had huge areas of bacteria. This is showing the amount of area, or the area that the bacteria covered on the petri dish in millimeters squared, calculated by ImageJ, which is an online website that measures bacteria that I used. And so then from there, I took the averages of the data shown here for just genders, and I compared them. And as you can see from this bar graph, the boys' average is significantly higher than the girls' average. So then you look at the other substances, and so these 3 boys' phones are over here about, and 2 of them turned completely brown of the boys' phones, which is pretty gross because we couldn't identify the bacteria because we had to immediately bleach it, otherwise the bacteria could have spread, and we didn't want that to happen. But so we performed a t-test on this, and it was not statistically significant, but we can't really rely on the t-test as I only had 10 phones from each gender, and that just doesn't really, you need a lot more to have a good t-test. So then we can look at these qualitatively and see that obviously these 4 girls' phones literally have no bacteria on them. Well, those ones definitely have a lot more, but then there's 2 girls' phones here that are super gross and muggy and cover almost the whole petri dish. So if I was going to do this experiment again, I would definitely try and get 200 phones, but that's really expensive to do. So I don't know, but yeah.